What's up, guys? Welcome back. Saturday night. I hope you're feeling wonderful. I hope you're feeling absolutely fantastic. Today we're going to be going over the Monk Mode Challenge for March, and that is walking. But before we go into the exact challenge, I want to explain to you guys how beneficial that walking can be and how it can change your life. Seriously, this is the month of change. This is the month that is going to kick off the year, okay? If you've been stagnant, if you've been sad and depressed, listen to what I have to say, and then let's stick to the challenge. Let's follow it through for 1 month and watch your life change. Now, first off, let's look at how our body uses energy. There's 3 different main ways. Now, your body uses a little bit of energy if you're stressed, if your cortisol is high, maybe some medications, but that accounts for very little. Now, the main way is your BMR, your basal metabolic rate. This accounts for 60%. This is the energy you're expending if you're just sitting still, laying back on the couch, all right? Not doing anything all day, okay? So the next one is your thermic effect of food. Now, that's when you eat. If you ever eat a big meal, you'll notice that your body may heat up. That's your body converting the food into energy. That accounts for about 10% throughout the day, okay? If we move on down, we have our activity thermogenesis. Now, this is the calories and the energy that we're expending, burning when we engage in activity. Now, here's a weird thing to know. In America alone, less than 15% of people actually go to the gym. Okay, so that's exercise activity. So you say you spend an hour or 2 in the gym, you're burning some extra calories. But even then, many of you gym goers know, if you stay on the treadmill for like an hour and you walk, you only burn like what? 150, 200 calories. Cardio burns only like 200, 300. So not a lot of people are doing this. And if this is your only form of activity throughout the day and the rest of the day you're sedentary, it's very easy to get stuck in a chair. It's very easy to put on unwanted weight gain. And even when you're doing the cardio, you're like, why am I not losing weight? Now, what we're going to look at here is something called NEAT. This is very basic, very simple to understand. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So this is everything that you're doing outside of going to the gym, non-exercise related. Okay, so if you're going on a walk, if you're doing your dishes instead of putting them into a dishwasher, right? Standing there at the sink is actually burning calories. Anything that you do that includes you getting up and moving your body is going to burn more calories. Now, they've done studies where in obese people, like they almost have this at zip. Many people are not even active at all, guys. So they're just these two. So no wonder we have such an obesity epidemic that's going on, around the world, really, but especially in America. And it's crazy to think that if we just added more movement, that we would be happier, we would be leaner. Seriously, they say that by walking, you can actually cure depression. But the most insidious thing is that by sitting, you can actually become depressed. The chair is the inevitable home of the sad. Guys, I've been reading this book, and it's called Get Up, and it's about how we need to start moving more. And I'm going to read you something fascinating right here. And this is going to tell us what we need to do. If you sit for a long period, the brain becomes sedentary in structure and then ultimately in thought patterns. A seated body begets a sedentary mind. But the good news is, if a chairaholic takes the first step, gets up and walks, the brain, like a muscle, adapts. The walking brain fires new neuroplasticity factors, and over time the brain adapts to its owner's newfound propensity to walk. Because the brain is constantly adapting, it takes about 3 weeks for brain change to occur. That's a key here. It's a month-long challenge, so if you're not noticing results in the very beginning, okay, give it 3 weeks. Give it the whole month. Stay dedicated. All right, so this is the thing, is that when we're sitting down, our muscles actually get relaxed and they stop firing. And it's been shown that the brain stops firing and it actually shrinks. I'm going to read you guys this part. It's just so cool. But there is another aspect of sad sitting, and this is why it makes us depressed. Guys, if you're sad, if you're depressed, listen to this. One that is more insidious. If walking helps reverse depression, can enforced sitting cause sadness? What happens to the brain when we sit that might make us sad? Okay, when you force a rat to be inactive, its muscles fire less because they are not stimulated. In people, that decreases in muscle firing may cause the parts of the brain that make you active to shrink. The brain is like a muscle. If you don't use it, it shrinks. The shrunken activity center of the brain sends out fewer signals to move. You move even less. The brain's activity center shrinks more and the cycle repeats itself. The brain adapts to your chair sentence. If the chair seduces a person, his muscles sense it. His brain adapts and he becomes sad and sluggish and feels depressed. See, the more we sit, the more that we have this feedback loop, this our brain making it easier to sit even more. Then it becomes harder to get up, to move. Then you start feeling sad. That's when you start feeling depression, guys. You know, I've been in that state of depression, and one of the key things I can realize, even on days where I'm feeling a little bit sad in the morning, is that I normally feel like I don't want to move. It's an inaction. It's like it's so hard to move. And I believe that's because all of the past history of my non-moving. And so all you have to do is begin to move more, and that can rapidly begin to change your brain. Guys, so on this challenge for this month, we're going to aim at hitting 10,000 steps a day. This is one of my favorite challenges, and we actually did this last year. Now, if you have a Fitbit, you can track it like that. If you have a smartphone, you can get an app. My Android Galaxy tracks it right there. I'm actually going to do an experiment where I try to hit 15,000 steps for the entire month. And I'm going to make a video at the end of those 30 days and report back to you guys. But all I'm asking, if you want to join me, 10,000 steps, this is a crucial for your health and for your well-being, for your mentality. I think that's going to change many of your guys' life and just make the little things in life easier and not to be so stressed and so dramatic in your thoughts. So if you're in, say in down below. Also, for those of you who want to join me, this is the second half of the challenge. We're going to be doing a intermittent fasting, 16-hour fast every single day, 16 to 18 hours. You can go longer if you want, followed by an 8-hour eating window, okay? Standard intermittent fasting protocol, 16-hour fast, followed by an 8-hour window of eating. You choose, all right? These two synergistically combined are going to calm your mind. They're going to help you lose weight. They're going to make you feel happier than you ever have before. I hope that you guys will join me on this challenge, and I will see you soon. Peace.